Hey, good morning. I am sitting here changing my fiddle strings, and I wanted to talk with you a little bit about shame. I've been thinking a lot about this because it seems like a lot of what I do in my day-to-day is helping people overcome shame. And shame is a liar. That little voice in your head that's telling you you can't do things or won't be good at something, so it's not worth trying, is a liar. And our brains don't remember what's true. They don't commit to memory the truth. They commit to memory that which is repeated. Okay? That's important. That's an important distinction. Because say you had a teacher or a parent or a guardian or somebody in your life who didn't even necessarily tell you that you were bad at music or whatever, but they didn't encourage it, and they kind of cringed when you got out your instrument to practice, or maybe they outright, kind of made fun of you when you were practicing. I've heard stories. It happens. Parents aren't perfect. I wish they wouldn't do that, but they're not perfect, And so what happened in your head was you took that nugget of information, false information that you can't do this thing, and you started repeating it too. And now it's this tape in your head. And the very first time you try to sing or try to play the violin or try to play the piano, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy because you hear one wrong note and you're done. You're like, see, I can't do it. I was right, I can't do it. And that's a real shame because it takes so much failure to be good at this, or to be good at singing, or to be good at, I can do a headstand, but I had to get really good at falling over first, like in yoga. It just takes so much failure to succeed at anything. And so the people that I know who are at the highest level of their game have gotten really okay with failing and then trying again anyway, and trying again anyway, and trying again anyway. My husband used to be a really good whitewater kayaker. He said the very first time he went down a kayak in a river, he just, he did what they call yard sailing. They just flipped and lost all his gear, so it was like a yard sail, but he loved it. And so he got really good at swimming. And then eventually he became really good at whitewater kayaking too. So I just think that it's worth examining if you have that little voice in your head that tells you, you're not good, you can't do this, you don't sound good, whatever. Examine where that came from. Don't even examine if it's true. I don't think it's true. I've never heard you sing. I've never heard you play an instrument. I know you can. I know you can. But examine where that voice came from. And is that a reputable source? I've noticed that the worst critics in life are the ones who don't do. And they don't show up in the ring. And they don't put themselves out there and make themselves vulnerable by trying something. So I'm not even asking you to try playing your instrument and examine whether or not you can do it. I know you can with the proper instruction. But when you try to play, be discerning with that voice in your head and start asking it, where'd you come from? What's your story? Because when you allow yourself to be vulnerable and to fail, that's when you started learning.